address the participants. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone, and thanks, Mayur. Thanks, Dr. Ilan Govan, for organizing this session for all the school students and teachers. I understand that we started a little late. The schools might have found it a little difficult to log in into the WebEx platform and get WebEx downloaded. Yeah. So maybe next time, what I would suggest, Mr. Mayur, we should send even guideline that this session would be on so and so, and this is how you should pre-prepare, and you can keep the 10 minutes to 15 minutes slot for that particular thing and any queries or so like that. Yeah, and so that we can start on time, and then people who have joined on time, we can respect their time also. Yeah. So this particular school innovation marathon this year, it was very unique because we collaborated with Atal Innovation Mission, Atal Tinkering Labs, and then we actually conducted this along with School Innovation Council under Department of School Education and Literacy. And I congratulate all those who have joined here. The reason is that we received more than 1 lakh. It is, I think the exact number is 1 lakh 2,000, 1 lakh 4,000 ideas were received on the portal of SIM, that is School Innovation Marathon. And we are going ahead with now, we have reached to, after filtering and evaluation, we have reached to 1,500, top 1,500 ideas. Reaching here itself, I think, is a very good achievement for our school teachers and the students from across India, because these are not only projects or science projects. These are something called as like new ideas, innovations, which you are trying to build something new, solve a problem, and seek some funding support from Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell. Yeah. So here onwards, what happens is that I think my team will explain, and I will also talk on that. But I really want to congratulate the enthusiasm of our schools and school teacher, and also congratulate you for joining this what I will say a movement where the India is changing. Because whenever we talk at any forum in industry or any corporate or any other forum in India, people talk about Indian education system and rote learning. What I feel is for my teachers, gone is the era that we should stop talking about rote learning. I don't think last 20 years India has been following now rote learning. We have recovered, we have come out of that. And I think last 20 years now we have been followed project-based learning, maybe solution-based learning, and more innovative practices. Most of our schools have actually, or I'm very happy to share that we have been also supporting from Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell and AICT, where we started initially with higher education institutes, and we have been now working with schools. And I have a dedicated team which is led by Dr. Ilan Govan, which is now talking to school students and teachers day in, day out, and they have been supporting all innovation projects. Last year, for this particular competition, we were having fund for more than 100 ideas, but we could not get, and I want to mention this here, we could not get 100 good ideas. Try to understand this, though you are here at 1,500, and while we really congratulate you and appreciate your achievement, the next thing is not about competition or it's not tough. We want schools and schools teachers and students to develop that infrastructure, especially schools and teachers to develop that infrastructure and mindset. And then we want students to work on real ideas, not the projects. There's something small. See, we funded around 20 ideas last year, and this year we are ready to fund around more than 200 ideas. Where we are going to fund 200 to 300 ideas, we should receive 200 to 300 very good ideas or projects. See, when the fund is getting released, there should be some very good outcome for that. It should not be a basic scientific concept applied practically, which you can see into any science museum or science center. Okay. And I'm sure now the 1,500 ideas which have reached, they are actually solving some or other problem. Okay. So now, henceforth, your focus working towards should be over whatever idea you have worked upon, how it is critically solving some very key problem in the society. It might be in the society, in the school, it might be in the world around, it might be related to environment, it might be related to pollution, it might be related to technology, school, education, it can be anything. We have all the sectors. here. So please prepare, and I urge all my school teachers, colleagues, I will say, call them colleagues, that let us prepare students to go beyond that. We can use scientific principles. Definitely, I think that's the good base. And I think school teachers and students are more in touch day in, day out with those principles. They can visualize, they can experiment compared to higher education. You are also more aware about sustainable development goals also. So please retain that enthusiasm, work with that enthusiasm, work with the creativity, seek support even for these presentations also. If you can go to your parents who are working in industry, if you can go to something, your neighbors who are working in manufacturing industry, some connects of your school teachers or principals, and develop a good project before you present. Yeah, the whole world will support you. But first you have to put that effort. We are going to have these presentations of your innovative projects. I will call them innovative projects or innovative ideas, which can be converted into startups also. Not every project, it's not possible to convert every project into startup. We will definitely support. If every project is actually good, we will be happy to help you to convert that into a running company or a startup also. But on 18th and 19th, this presentation is actually not to test you. It is actually to validate how you're going to solve that problem, and is it feasible, and what kind of help we can offer, what kind of help we can seek from the ecosystem around. When I say ecosystem, there are incubation centers, tinkering labs, higher education institutions, or universities. So that is what. So it is not only testing out about your idea. See, now the competition will always be there. When we say out of 1500, 200 we are going to fund, it's not about only competition. It's about you are now already part of this movement. If not now in some other program or project, you can be again there. But then, yes, we have to ensure that we are actually tackling a real life problem with the solution you are offering. So I wish you all the best for these presentations on 18th and 19th. My team will explain you, and they will also give you the format of the PowerPoint presentation or the presentation, what kind of presentation you are supposed to make. There are very few number of slides, and it is very, very simple flow. It just talks about problem solution. Okay, and of course there are one or two critical aspects of the projects are also asked, how it is addressing the solution with the technology or so. But they will make it easy. If required, they will share the recorded video also, and if required, they will conduct one more mentoring session also. Yeah, so that's all from my side, and I wish all of you all the best who have joined here and who are going to see this recording also. I wish, because these schools might have, some schools might have exams, and we understand that. So I wish all of you all the best for your presentations for the school innovation marathon. What you can say, the shortlisting process for next round of school innovation marathon. And thank you so much, and wish you all the best. Over to Mayur, please. Yeah, Mayur, you can take it. You are muted. Yeah.
Okay. So, good morning. Welcome you all for this orientation session on e-pitching round. I thank all the students and teachers who have been joined for this program. On behalf of AICT, Atal Innovation Mission, Department of School Education and Literacy, Ministry of Education Innovation Cell, UNICEF UR team, and the entire School Innovation Marathon and School Innovation Council team. I welcome you all for this orientation pitching session round, which is scheduled on 18th and 19th. So we want to give a brief overview of it. And this presentation will be made in both English and Hindi. Then we will take a Q&A session at last. You all may be aware that as a school innovation marathon, we have got 1 lakh ideas from 54,000 plus schools and nearly 2 lakh teams, 92,000 teams, and 6 lakh students, and 1 lakh plus ideas has been participated for this event. So it's all because of the effort taken by the state nodal officers, school teachers, who have been handholding and mentoring the students, and for the school students and parents' active participation and support for this initiative. So we have scheduled this online pitching session on 18th and 19th of February. It will be between 9:30 to 4:30. So each team will be allocated 10 minutes for their presentation and 5 minutes for Q&A. You will be receiving the exact time on 18th. What is your time and what is the slot which is given to you with the meeting link. So you will be getting these details on or before 15th of February by this Saturday. So meanwhile, I would request you all to prepare the PPT template and keep your presentation ready. So we will also share you who will be the contact person who will be contacting you and which center is being allocated to you. This session is planned to conduct across 15 locations of our country. It's an online pitching session. You will be getting a call from an engineering institution affiliated to AICT, and they will give you the time slots and know the schedule, complete detailed schedule, and the meeting link to you, so that you will be able to join the meeting link in advance. And we'll be also giving you the mobile number of the contact person. If any challenges is there, always you can reach out to them. So just want to brief you about the PPT template which have been prepared for this e-pitching session. I would request you to make sure maintain this template in all your presentation. So you have the innovation title, the idea innovation title, whichever you have been given it while submitting on the School Innovation Contest and the School Innovation Marathon portal. Give the exact title and idea ID, which is also displayed in our website. Your idea ID, the links which is shared to your teacher's email ID. Please go through it. If you have any doubt, you can always contact us. The school name and the team lead name. The team lead is the student who is leading that, and the theme of the sector of the focus. It's about agriculture, it's about aerospace, it's about e-vehicle, whatever theme which you are given with that. The mentor name is nothing but your teacher name or the teacher mentor who is supporting you for this innovation, and also the team members. The team members who are all there, like your students team who are there from the part of this project, their names to be given. The next slide will be identification of the problem. So what are the problem you are trying to solve and how big is the problem? So the how big is, like, we want to say about the survey or the sector of people or sector of a society which is getting this problem or who is facing this problem, and you want to solve that. And what are the current alternatives available which is insufficient to address this problem? So you are proposing one solution now. If you say that there are many solutions which is already existing, we want you to highlight saying that what is that you are trying to solve from the existing solution which is available, or which how it's best or how better is your solution when compared to the existing solution. These points we want to make it during the presentation. It helps you to give a clear clarity to the evaluators. And innovation solution, describe your solution. What is that we are trying to solve, and what is the value proposition which is going to give it out of your solution, and what technology are you using to solve the problem. So be very precise in that, and what is the technology, novelty in the technology, and the stages of development of the solutions. Like you say ideation, prototype, business model, product development. Those stages also you can brief in the slide which you are giving here. You can add, if the content is not sufficient, you can always add one more slide in the innovation solution. And competition analysis, who are the potential competitors and existing marketing solution you can highlight, so that you make a survey of it. It gives a clarity of what problem you are going to try to solve with that, and how your solution or product would be novel and superior to the competition in terms of features, functionalities, price, in any one or multiple aspects, always you can give those details in this competition analysis. And target market, who are your target customers and users, and you can define them as like, the age, gender, geographical location, if any, or it's a B2B business, if any. Those targets you can try to give it here so that it helps the evaluator to look into the micro level of your idea. Just it's about a prototype development. If you have been developed your prototype, or if you're planning to develop, we want you to follow these parameters. It helps you to also be in line with the product development part. So we have given an example of prototype development for a fitness tracker. So usually, what is the objective of this fitness tracker? So give the design aspect of it. What are the key features, like step tracking, heart rate monitoring, and user interface. So likewise, what is the basic concept? Start with the wireframe of the app if you're trying to do. And if it's a simple physical band with limited function, you can also highlight that. And what are the key features? Prioritize the tracking steps, basic user interface. These are the few examples which we have given. You can always, it varies from project to project, idea to idea. This is just to give an outline to you so that you are in line with this presentation. And the material used for developing your fitness trackers and user testing, whether you have done this product after you have done a prototype, whether you have done some user testing, and whether you have got some feedback from them. If so, what is the refinement you are trying to do with that? And also the final step in testing the product and refine the full scale production using higher quality material and adding feature to this. This is what which we want you to do with that. And once your idea has been shortlisted and it's been supported by funding, we will connect you to nearby engineering institutions, incubation centers for developing your product. We will also connect you to the mentors and the fabricators who can guide you in developing your product. That's what which we're going to. Also, we want you to look into the resource mobilization plan. The resource mobilization refers to the process of gathering and managing the necessary resource to achieve the target and objective which you have proposed in the project. And also the financial support, the human capital, raw materials, technology, and other asset for executing the project successfully. This, you can say that you have been connected to the nearby engineering institution, or you are connected to nearby industry, or you identified some mentor from industry who is providing these resources. You can always look into it. And you can just prepare it accordingly. It helps you to get a clarity on it. And what are the solution roadmap? From idea, proof of concept, prototype, you can always just give a roadmap. What is the timeline you have set for it, and how you are going to test, and how you are going to implement, or you have done any pilot implementation. All those details you can give it here. Fund required, so like a capital expenditures and operating expenditures. What is the material you are going to use, raw materials, resources, fabrication requirements, any consumables which are there. You can give both the capital expenditure as well as the recurring expenditure, operating expenditure in this. So we will be supporting you up to a funding of 1.5 lakhs. You should give a justification of how much exact amount is required. So if you required 50,000, you can give that 50,000. If you require 25,000, you can give 25,000. You can propose that amount, because the committee who is looking into it as an expert, technical expert, as well as financial experts, they will evaluate the proposed cost is justified or not. Based on that, the funding will be provided. The team, what is the unique value proportion of each person bringing to the innovation? So those details you can give it here. And also you can give your contact details of team leaders, team teachers, email ID and mobile number, so that in future when we want to contact you, we will contact. This is a quick template of it. The same will be presented to you by my colleague Mayur in Hindi also. You will be listening it after my presentation. I would request you try to avoid paragraphs of content. Try to be given very specific bulleting points about the innovation which you are presenting with the pointers. Keep your explanation precise and easy to understand so that it helps the evaluator to make it. So we will be giving you 10 minutes time for presentation and 5 minutes for Q&A. So I would request you to give more of a pictorial presentation and points to state to the point, not of the paragraphs, is what we request you. This is about the complete presentation template. So we also given you our officers from the innovation cell, like Vibham, Asim, and Videk or Vishal. You can always contact them. Feel free to contact them any doubt you have. And also, like, the email ID we have given, schoolinnovation@aict-india.org. So only communication will be made from now through the School Innovation AICT. Previously, UNICEF and the AIM team would have been communicated. So now they will be also communicating with you on this. Make sure that any process which you have been carrying out in this journey, there will not be any kind of financial commitment taken from anyone. I would kindly request you to not to encourage if anyone has been asking for money for booking your tickets or travel or supporting in this project, because this is completely funded by Department of School Education Literacy, Ministry of Education, AIM, AICT, Innovation Cell, and UNICEF. So there is no financial involved in this. So if anyone contacts you related to asking money, supporting you, please don't encourage or don't transfer any money to anyone. So you can always contact our team. These following 3 members. Feel free to contact us and write to us. So quickly, I'll take another 5 minutes to say other initiatives of Ministry of Education, innovation initiatives. We have School Innovation Ambassador Training Program. We have School Innovation Council. We have a Kapila program where we support for patent filing and examination fee. We have a design thinking and innovation subject introduced in schools. We have also a policy, and we do conduct regularly innovation and entrepreneurship bootcamp across the country. The School Innovation Ambassador Program is a website where it's a 72-hour online training module. Any teacher can register and join through this program. It talks about design thinking, how to generate idea, how to develop a prototype, how to file a patent, and finance, sales, or HR. It's a self-learning model. Each module, once you complete, you can download your certificate. A total of some 5 modules are there. You can download 5 certificates after completing each module, where you should get minimum 50% of mark in that. And also, you will be, after completing all this module, you will get a certificate stating that you are an innovation ambassador. This is for teachers to enhance their skill on innovation. In turn, they can enroll the students in the respective school. We have more than 13,000 schools and 25,000 teachers who have completed this training program. School Innovation Council, where we all concentrating on exams and marks and grades, which is basically required for any students to pursue his higher education. Along with that, for students to empower his skill on ideation, entrepreneurship, and innovation, creative design thinking, out-of-box thinking, and problem-solving abilities. These skills are required for our students for this current era, current generation. So we launched the School Innovation Council to skill the students and teachers in the following skill, which will enhance their livelihood. So we have a 360-degree of approach in the School Innovation Council, where we motivate you to how to develop an idea, to still develop a product, then support you in funding the developing the product, then filing patent on it, then participating in the national level exhibition. So this is a data of the schools available, carried out different activities of innovation initiative. We will be also handholding all the schools innovations which have been supported. We will be handholding through our higher education institution innovation council and the experts from our innovation centers, which we have 13 innovation centers across the country. Our officers are there. We have 900 plus incubation centers and 200 plus idea labs, like tinkering labs. We have idea lab at higher education institutions, and we have 50,000 plus innovation ambassadors who will mentor and handhold you. We will map it whichever access near to your school. We will map you to that respective higher education institution to develop your idea. This is marathon and contest flow. The prototype, we do regional mentoring. After you develop the prototype business model, then we conduct boot camp. Then we fund you. You develop the product. We support you in protecting your filing, patent filing. We give filing and examination fee. Per school, we give up to 5 patent. Then you participate in the national exhibition. This is what which you do. And as I said, the application is open now for Kapila scheme. You can always register and participate and submit your application. Design thinking skill module. We have 6 to 12th class skill module introduced. So everyone can get benefited out of it, and you can be part of this particular skill module. And we have more than 2,400 schools implemented this design thinking module, and we are the first country to introduce design thinking and skill module in our country, in the world. So we also launched a policy for promoting innovation school to change the mindset of students, teacher, and parent to involve themselves in the innovation aspects. And also we want to connect and mentor the students, nurture them in the innovation, incentivize students and teacher involved in innovation, pedagogy innovation, and collaborate with school and higher education, and also use the infrastructure facilities available. Also, we have a scheme for gifted children where the students who have participated in this kind of innovation, they get like a sports quota, you get a seat in an engineering institution. Every engineering institution has an gifted children scheme, which the school engineering college affiliated to AICT. If the students been participating in this of innovation competition, if he has patent, if he had publications, those students will get a seat in the engineering colleges. So we also participate, conduct boot camp across the country. This is a brief data about it. So I would request you all to be part of this program and participate, because every individual contribution makes our country in a better position. If you see the Global Innovation Index, in 2015, we are at 81st position. We were at 81st, today we are at 39th rank. So every individual contribution makes our country to stand in a better position. So this innovation initiative of such kind, I request you all to actively participate and get connected with it. This is a brief about, once again, want to share you the numbers, note it down, or you can take a photo of it. So with this brief, I would now request my colleague Mayur to address the same in Hindi for next 5-10 minutes for those who have been not comfortable in English for expanding their support. We want the same to address in Hindi. Mayur, over to you. I would request you to address the same in Hindi.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you so much, sir, for the guidance and all the addressing part. Now, I'll start with my presentation in Hindi. I hope my screen is visible to you all.
Yes, Mayur. Yes, Mayur. It's
Okay.
visible. Go ahead, Mayur.
Okay. आप सभी को नमस्कार। अभी हम ये सारी प्रेजेंटेशन जो हमारे असिस्टेंट इनोवेशन डायरेक्टर डॉक्टर एलन गोवन ने आपसे बात करी, अभी हम उसे हिंदी में जानेंगे। ठीक है। पहले जो चीज़ हम इम्पोर्टेंट मुद्दा हमारा है, जो पीपीटी आप प्रेजेंट करोगे हमारे इवैल्यूएटर्स को, उसके बारे में जानते हैं। तो सबसे पहला पॉइंट है आपका इनोवेशन टाइटल। ये स्लाइड सारी इवैल्यूएटर्स को जाएंगी, तो वो उनका ये सेट फॉर्मेट है। तो सबसे पहले हम लोग इनोवेशन टाइटल, जो आपका इनोवेशन टाइटल है, आप यहाँ लिखेंगे। उसके बाद जो आईडी आपको अलॉट हुई है, वो आप यहाँ लिखेंगे। उसके बाद आपका स्कूल नेम और टीम लीड नेम। अब टीम लीड नेम में आपको आपके जो स्टूडेंट मेंबर है, जो आपका लीडर है आपके प्रोजेक्ट का, उनका नाम आएगा। उसके बाद जो आपका थीम एंड सेक्टर ऑफ फोकस, मान के चलिए आपका थीम है एग्रीकल्चर में, या फिर आपका थीम है मान के चलिए सस्टेनेबिलिटी या वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट के लिए। तो उसके बाद आएगा मेंटर नेम। मेंटर नेम आपके टीचर के बारे में आएगा। और फिर लास्ट है टीम मेंबर्स। जैसे आपका टीम साइज, जैसे कि मान के चलिए आपके टीम साइज है 3 से 4 लोग, तो वो दिखेगी। एक सेकेंड, एक सेकेंड। एक सेकेंड, मेरी पीपीटी लोड हो रही है, शायद कुछ इश्यूज आ रहे हैं। अमित जी, क्या आप कंफर्म कर सकते हो कि मेरी पीपीटी लोड हो रही है? जी, तो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड है हमारी आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम। अब आपका जो भी प्रॉब्लम है, जो आप सॉल्व करना चाह रहे हो, उसके बारे में आप यहाँ बात करोगे। दूसरा, कितना बड़ा आपका प्रॉब्लम है और इसके लिए आपने जो व्हाट आर द करंट जो आपके अवेलेबल ये है सॉल्यूशंस, उस पे आपने कितना काम करा हुआ है, इसके बारे में आप इसमें लिखेंगे ताकि इवैल्यूएटर्स को आगे समझ पाए ये चीज़। चौथा है इनोवेशन सॉल्यूशन। इसमें आप अपने सॉल्यूशन के बारे में बताएंगे, जो भी आपका वैल्यू सॉल्यूशन है, जो आपके जो भी आपने प्रॉब्लम एड्रेस किया है, उस पे आपने क्या-क्या सॉल्यूशन लिखा हुआ है, वो वाली चीज़। फिर आएगा आपने कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजीज़ यूज़ करी हुई है और फिर आप क्यों नोवेल्टी, मतलब क्या नोवेल्टी, कितना नयापन है आपके सॉल्यूशन में, ठीक है? वो बताएँगे और लास्ट में आप बताएँगे कि आपका प्रोडक्ट कितने स्टेज पे आ चुका है, कौन से सॉल्यूशन टाइप पे है, प्रोटोटाइप में अर्ली स्टेज पे है, एकदम शुरुआत के स्टेज पे है या काफ़ी आगे बढ़ चुका है, उस हिसाब से। फिर आएगा आपका कंपटीशन एनालिसिस। अब आपके पोटेंशियल कॉम्पिटिटर्स कौन है एग्जिस्टिंग? मान के चलिए आप एक फिटनेस फिटनेस ट्रैकर के रूप में हम देखते हैं, तो आपके कॉम्पिटिटर फास्ट ट्रैक हो गया या फिर कोई भी। तो एग्जिस्टिंग मार्केट सॉल्यूशन में आपके कॉम्पिटिटर्स कौन-कौन है, उसके बारे में आप बताएँगे। फिर आप बताओगे कि आप कितना और मल्टीपल एस्पेक्ट से आप क्या-क्या नई-नई चीज़ें उसमें डाल रहे हो, जो आपको यूनिक बनाती है, आप उसके बारे में बात करोगे। फिर आएगा आपका टारगेट मार्केट। फॉर एग्जांपल कि आपका एक बायोमेडिकल प्रोडक्ट है कोई, तो आपके जैसे कि मार्केट हो गया कि हॉस्पिटल्स एंड मेडिकल शॉप्स एक्सेट्रा। तो उस हिसाब से आपको आपके टारगेट मार्केट इसमें लिखना है और आपके कस्टमर्स कौन-कौन से हैं, उस बारे में आपको यहाँ जानकारी देनी है। जिससे हमने बात किया प्रोटोटाइप स्टेज के बारे में, तो सबसे पहले मतलब एक एग्जांपल के तौर पे जानते हैं कि जैसे एक फिटनेस ट्रैकर होता है, मान के चलिए आपका प्रोटोटाइप फिटनेस ट्रैकिंग के लिए है, तो उसके बेसिकली कुछ की फीचर्स होते हैं, जैसे हार्ट मॉनिटरिंग रेट, यूजर इंटरफेस और स्लीप मॉनिटरिंग, राइट? तो यूजर इंटरफेस इज लाइक कि आप जो भी आप अपना ऐप बनाते हो, तो उसका यूजर इंटरफेस। अब इसमें बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट क्या होता है कि आप वो कितना सिंपल बना रहे हो, कितना अच्छा चल रहा है, ठीक है? और उसमें की फीचर्स आप क्या-क्या डाल रहे हो, जैसे उसका डिजाइन कैसा है, उसमें आप स्लीप मॉनिटरिंग डाल रहे हो, जीपीएस डाल रहे हो, कुछ डाल रहे हो और उसके लिए आपको क्या-क्या मटेरियल्स आपने यूज़ करी है। फॉर एग्जांपल आपने 3D प्रिंटिंग यूज़ करी है या कुछ सिंपल सेंसर यूज़ किए हैं टू मतलब आप उसको ट्रैक करने के लिए। फिर उसके बाद में आएगा आपका यूज़र टेस्टिंग। अब यूज़र टेस्टिंग जैसे कि आपने एक चीज़ प्रोटोटाइप बना ली है, अब उसके लिए आपको टेस्टिंग करनी है। अब टेस्टिंग के कारण ही आपको फीडबैक्स मिलेंगे। आपने मान के चलिए एक फिटनेस ट्रैकर तो बना लिया इन टर्म्स ऑफ वॉच, जैसे कि घड़ी होती है, ठीक है? अब आपको फीडबैक्स मिल सकते हैं कि शायद इसका स्ट्रैप थोड़ा-सा अनकंफर्टेबल है या फिर इसमें दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है, ब्राइटनेस कम है। तो आप ये फीडबैक्स लेके उसमें इम्प्रूवमेंट्स कर सकते हो, जिसे हम रिफाइनमेंट कहते हैं, ठीक है? और फाइनल स्टेप आप जब प्रोडक्ट स्टेज में आओगे या फिर जैसे आपका एक प्रोटोटाइप बन गया, तो फर्स्ट लेवल ऑफ प्रोटोटाइप, सेकंड लेवल ऑफ प्रोटोटाइप, इसलिए ये प्रोटोटाइप डेवलपमेंट होता है। आगे जैसे होता है अपना आपका नेक्स्ट प्लान क्या है? जैसे कि आपने क्या स्ट्रैटेजी बना रखी है आगे के लिए? ये इवैल्यूएटर्स के लिए मेन पॉइंट आता है कि आपने आगे की प्रोग्रेस के लिए क्या-क्या आप एक्सपेक्ट करते हो और आपने रोड प्लान कैसा बना रखा है? जैसे कि आपने फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट आप यहाँ से एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो, फिर आपको ये-ये रॉ मटेरियल्स यूज़ होने वाले हैं, आप ये-ये टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ करने वाले हो और एग्ज़ैक्टली कैसे आप एग्ज़ीक्यूट करोगे आपके प्लान को, उस बारे में आपको इस स्लाइड में लिखनी है और यहाँ से इवैल्यूएटर्स को आपका गोल मतलब किस तरीके से आप जाने वाले हो वो समझ आएगा। लास्ट इसी पे आगे बढ़ते हुए सॉल्यूशन रोड मैप। अभी तो आपने रॉ मटेरियल्स इसके पहले वाली स्लाइड में कि हाँ, ये रॉ मटेरियल्स लग रही है, ये टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ करने वाले हैं, पर उसका सॉल्यूशन रोड मैप आप इसमें लिखोगे कि ये हमारा आइडिया स्टेज में था, फिर हमने प्रूफ ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट इसमें कुछ ऐड ऑन किया और फिर हमने जाना अभी प्रोटोटाइप के बारे में, तो हमने उतना ये चीज़ बना ली है और हमारा आगे का रोड मैप ये है। विथ आपको ये भी बताना है उसके साथ कि हाँ, हम यहाँ से अभी 2025 में है, 2026 तक हम लोग इसको ये प्रोटोटाइप बनाएंगे, उसकी टेस्टिंग करेंगे और इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करेंगे। तो वक्त के साथ आपने पूरा प्रोटोटाइप उन्हें, मतलब जो आपका रोड मैप है वो बताना है। फिर है सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट, फंड रिक्वायरमेंट्स। जो भी अभी जैसे कि आप अपने प्रोजेक्ट पे या अपने इनोवेशन पे काम कर रहे हो, तो उसके लिए आपको अभी जो रिक्वायरमेंट्स लग रही है, आपको उस चीज़ों के बारे में, रॉ मटेरियल से लेकर जो भी चीज़ें लगेंगी, उसकी आपने लिस्ट बनानी है और उसको जो लगने वाला पैसे लगने वाले हैं वो आपने लिखनी है। तब ये हमें पता चलेगी और इवैल्यूएटर्स को कि आपको इतने धनराशि की ज़रूरत है। टीम के बारे में, मान के चलिए आपकी टीम में 3 लोग हैं। अब 3 लोगों ने हर हर एक पर्टिकुलर व्यक्ति ने क्या योगदान दिया है, तो उसके बारे में, जैसे कि टीम लीडर ने इसका प्लान एग्ज़ीक्यूट किया, फिर आपके सबऑर्डिनेट ने टेक्नोलॉजी पे पार्ट किया, एक बंदे ने एप्लीकेशन पे काम करा हुआ है। तो ऐसे आपको अपनी टीम की यूनिक वैल्यू, हर बंदे ने क्या-क्या करा हुआ है, वो आपको बतानी है। तो और लास्ट में अपने अपने कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल्स बतानी है, जिसमें आप लोग बताएँगे कि आपके टीचर का नाम, आपके टीम लीडर का नाम और आपके कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर, और हम चाहते हैं कि आप अपना अल्टरनेटिव कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर भी दें, ताकि जब हमारी टीम आपको कॉन्टैक्ट करे और कोई नंबर अवेलेबल ना हो, तो दूसरा नंबर भी अवेलेबल हो हमारे पास। ट्राई करिएगा कि जब, क्योंकि आपका क्यू-एन-ए राउंड होगा सिर्फ 15 मिनट का, उसमें से 10 मिनट आप प्रेज़ेंटेशन करोगे, 5 मिनट का क्यू-एन-ए, जिसमें इवैल्यूएटर्स आपको क्वेश्चंस करेंगे और आप भी इवैल्यूएटर्स को क्वेश्चंस कर सकते हो कि हम लोग और कितना बेहतर कर सकते हैं। आप अवॉइड करिए कि बड़े-बड़े पैराग्राफ ना आए और आप अपनी आइडियाज़ को शॉर्ट एंड क्रिस्प रखें, ताकि वो भी सुनने में इंटरेस्टेड रहे, है ना? और यही उसे ईज़ी और अंडरस्टैंडेबल बनाएगा। अभी हमारा ऑनलाइन ई-पिचिंग का जो हमारा शेड्यूल एज़ पर नाउ, अभी हमें टेंटेटिव जो डेट हमारा सिलेक्ट हो गई है, वो है 18th एंड 19th, सुबह 9:30 से शाम 4:30 बजे तक, ठीक है? यही है, 10 मिनट का टाइम स्लॉट आपको रहेगा और 5 मिनट का क्यू-एन-ए। सारी चीज़ें आपको 15 फरवरी तक आपकी ईमेल पे आ जाएँगी। ये हमारे ऑफिसर्स के नाम और उनके नंबर हैं। हम चाहते हैं कि आपको अगर फ़ोन आए तो आप इन नंबरों को सेव कर लें, क्योंकि इसके अलावा अगर आपको किसी भी नंबर से फ़ोन आता है, तो आप उन्हें अवॉइड कर सकते हो, और ये हमारे ऑफिसर्स के डायरेक्ट नंबर हैं, जो आप व्हाट्सएप से भी बात कर सकते हो और फ़ोन पे भी। थैंक यू। नाउ द फोरम इज़ ओपन फॉर
Q&A. Thank you,
क्यू
Mayur. Thanks for your presentation. You have any doubts related to this, feel free to raise your hand symbol. We'll unmute one by one and we can answer your queries. Any doubt related to presentation, any doubt related to your sessions, feel free to ask us. There is an hand symbol you can see below. After the recording, there is an hand symbol. You can press on that. So it will raise your hand so we can unmute you so that you can ask your question. Now the platform is open for your Q&A. Or still, if you have someone some challenge, you can also type in the chat box where you can see in the right side corner, new chat. So you can type in the chat box so that we can know on the chat box for you to type your questions.
सर द चैट बॉक्स।
Okay, so they will enable. So meanwhile, they can raise their hand symbol. We can unmute them.
आप सब लोग अपने हैंड रेज़ कर सकते हो। वहाँ पे ऑप्शन में आपको रेज़ हैंड मिलेगा, वहाँ से आप हैंड रेज़ कर सकते हो, सो दैट हम लोग आपके क्वेश्चंस का आंसर कर पाएँ।